everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing very well today. So today's video I am super excited to do because I constantly speak about the Give Me Glow, right? Give Me Glow, yeah, the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Pastel Dreams palette. I always rave about this on my channel. Here is what the inside looks like. And I just really wanted to basically do a look compilation with this palette. I immediately wanted to purchase this whenever it released because I wanted to work in the duos. So I wanted to be able to pull for this for my yellow looks, for my mint looks, for my pink looks, for my peach looks, my lilac looks, and my blue looks. And so that's kind of the approach that I go about when I use this palette. And so I wanted to go ahead and do that. So I want to create basically a look using every color for I guess the next 5 days or so, but compile it into one video. So it'll be kind of like a look compilation. And today I think I want to play with the yellows because it is a Tuesday and I thought this was the perfect opportunity, since I'm not working at the moment, that I can play around with this fun color. I know that this is probably a better palette to use during the summer, but I still wanted to do this video for you guys and still offer the different options and kind of go over the different options that this palette can provide. And I thought there's not a better time than right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in and let's get started on the first look. All right, so you guys are nice and zoomed in. I did want to let you guys know that I did already prime my eyelids, and I used my Urban Decay primer potion in the shade Eden. So Eden does have a little bit of a tint to it. I already applied my makeup, as you guys can probably tell. I did my brows. I obviously have blush on already, highlighter, and then I will add a lip color at the end. I thought I would do that with you guys. So firstly, I obviously want to find my blending brush. All right, so like I said, I'm going to be doing the yellows, and I'm gonna try to do something very simple because that's kind of what was inspiring me to create this video, is just how simple this palette can actually be. So I'm gonna dip into the matte yellow in the palette, which is called It's So Fluffy, and I'm just gonna start throwing this into the crease. So I have a lot on my brush, but I did tap off some of the excess, and I'm just going to start working this into the crease. I always try to stamp first, just so that I don't create any patchiness. And I'm dipping back into that It's So Fluffy shade, the same shade, just to get a little bit more color payoff. And again, I am stamping my brush, and then once I feel like I have placed it where I want it, I start to blend. I actually have never used the yellow in this palette, so it's not as pigmented as I initially expected. So I just keep basically dipping my brush back into the shadow just to get some more pigment. Dipping back in again. So I'm sure the color is picking up on camera, but it's not as vibrant as I thought. So I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm just gonna keep placing additional shadow until I get the desired color that I'm looking for. So again, just kind of stamping, pressing, and then blending out. So I think that's good. That's how I want it. And basically all I'm gonna do now is just apply my NYX glitter primer, and I'm gonna apply the corresponding yellow shade along with it. So again, this is my NYX glitter primer. I highly recommend this, not only for these shimmer shades, but for any shimmer shade. This just really helps make your metallic shades pop. And so I always go in with this. And so because there's not a lot of depth that this palette can provide, because it's obviously an all pastel palette, I am just going in with that matte shade and then this shimmer shade on the lid, and that's it. But something about looks like this look so effortless, but still like you tried so hard because of the fact that these pastel shades are so beautiful. So now I'm gonna go in with the yellow shimmer shade, which is Rise and Shine, which is this shade right here. And these shimmer shades, these metallic shades in the palette are super, super metallic. Like, look at how pigmented that shade is. Like, it literally looks like a highlighter. So now I'm going to place the shimmer shade where I placed the NYX glitter primer. And as you can see, this is super pigmented. Like, it literally looks like I have highlighter on my eyes. It's a really pretty shade, but because it is so vibrant and so yellow, I don't know how comfortable I would feel wearing this out. At least, like, of course, not for work or church or something. But I mean, you cannot complain about that glitter payoff or that shimmer payoff. It is such a beautiful metallic formula. I really, really love the metallics in this. So now I'm going back into my blending brush and I'm just gonna start just lightly blending back and forth just to kind of ease the edges around the shimmer shade I just placed. And because the shimmer shade is so bright, I'm going back into the yellow, the matte yellow, and just kind of blending more of that shade into the crease just to kind of, again, create some more pigment into the crease. So I really like the way that looks, and I don't mind that a little bit of my shimmer got into the crease. I actually kind of like that look. So now I am going to find my lower lash line brush. I don't think you can find these anymore, but I absolutely love this brush for working on the lower lash line. It's just like this little brush from Luxie. It's the Luxie 121 mini tapered brush. I got it like in a BoxyCharm a long time ago. And I'm dipping back into that yellow matte shade, tapping off the excess, especially since I've done my makeup already. And I'm just gonna start working this on the lower lash line. So I'm basically repeating what I did on the top to the lower lash line. All right, so let me go ahead and try to wipe away this fallout. So it kind of stuck a little bit, but that's okay. Just gonna try to blend it in with my blush brush. All right, so now I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the other eye and I will be right back. All right, so I did go ahead and apply some mascara. I used my Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. Really like this one, but here is the completed look. I think this was so simple, yet it's still so beautiful. I didn't add anything to the lower lash line, or excuse me, I didn't add anything to my inner corner because the eye is so bright overall that I felt like it was okay the way it was. But that is it. That's all that I do when I create looks with this palette. I will say the yellows are my absolute favorite. Yellow is just not my favorite shade to wear on my eyes, but I plan on doing a look with each of these like little color duos. So I'm super, super excited to basically walk with you every day and kind of share with you the different looks that I can create. So now my lips are begging for a lip color. They are super dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull one from my collection. I firstly did want to share the blush that I'm wearing. It's this one actually from Yes Style. It's from a K-beauty brand. It's the brand Peri Para, and it's the Pure Blushed Sunshine Cheek, and it's in the shade Hazel Orange. I just thought that a warm cheek would go really well with this yellow eye look. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put on a lip color. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I actually kind of just wanna go in with this gloss. This is the NYX This is Milky Gloss in the shade Milk and Honey. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. All right, and this is the completed look. I think overall it looks really good. I loved that I added that NYX gloss because it's something super simple, but I think it works really well with the eye look because it's not competing with the eye look by any means. It's just a nice light colored gloss on the lips. So that is day one. I used the yellows, using the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Pastel Dreams. I cannot wait to create more looks with this palette with you guys. So stay tuned for the next look. All right, hello, welcome back. So I am on day 2, look 2, using the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Pastel Dreams palette. And so yesterday you would have seen me do my yellow eye look. And today I am actually going to be using the pinks within this palette. The pinks are what my husband wanted me to use today. I went ahead and asked him last night. He knew that I was working on this video, and I asked him which color should I play with today, and he said the pink. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I've already primed my eyelids, and of course all of my makeup is on. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. All right, so you guys are definitely zoomed in. I'm going to grab my brushes, and today's eye look is going to be very, very similar to yesterday's eye look. I tend to follow the same techniques just because that is what works easiest for me. I've already primed. Again, I used my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in the shade Eden. And then of course I'm going to be going in with my NYX glitter primer in just a little bit. So because I'm playing with the pinks and because I'm using a similar method or technique as yesterday, I'm going to go in with the matte pink shade, which is called Pink Rain, and I'm going to start working this into the crease. So it is so funny because it is feeling so much like fall today. We had a lot of rain last night and this morning, and with the rain, of course, a lot of the humidity went away. And it was super, super cloudy when I woke up this morning to take out my dogs, and I had to do a few things on my computer. Anyways, and this is the last thing I want to do right now is film a bright pink eye look. Like I want to put on makeup, but I want to do such a fall look today, but I know that I need to do this video. I know that I need to film this eye look because I really wanted to do this video for some time. And now I have so much more time on my hands since I am currently not working. But anyways, I just really want to just like do a fall eye look, a bronzy eye look with like a nice like vampy lip, but we're here now, and I'm filming this for you guys. I will say though, using this palette does make me really happy. I really, really enjoy this palette. Again, I'm just really, really packing on more pigment. I keep doing that same method of like stamping and placing before I blend. Okay, so I think that's the color payoff that I want. And so now I'm going to do the same thing to this eye. Things always tend to get patchy right here in my inner corner. It is so annoying. I don't know why that is. I just think with age, as I get older, shadow obviously doesn't go on as nicely as it once did, but it is really picking up pink on camera, but I swear it's a little bit more subtle in person. Okay, now I'm going to grab my NYX glitter primer. So here's my glitter primer, and now I'm going to put some on the back of my hand, and I'm going to get the corresponding pink shade, the pink shimmer shade, and it's in the shade Daydream. It's this one right here. It's super, super beautiful. And I'm going to place that on the lid, but first I'm going to place the glitter primer and just put that all over my lid. Kind of like what I was saying yesterday, there's not a whole lot of depth in this palette because obviously this is an all pastel palette, which pastels are known to be very light. And so I don't have a lot of depth in these looks, but honestly, I kind of like them for that reason because they look a little bit more like effortless, I guess, and just a little bit more blown out, a little bit more, I don't know, not as like, I don't know how to explain it. They're just a little bit more effortless. So now I'm going in with Daydream. Here you can see how stunning that shade is. And I kind of want to make sure I don't get fallout. Yesterday I got a little bit of fallout with the yellow shimmer shade. and I'm just placing this where I placed the glitter primer. Very simple. And I hope you don't mind that I'm doing the same technique, but this is, to me, the easiest way to use this palette and to not feel super intimidated by it. Obviously, if you have a lot of makeup skill and you want to go full beat with this palette and create like a rainbow eye or you know, something a little bit more extravagant, cut crease type thing, then definitely by all means do that. But for me, I'm pretty simple when it comes to my eye makeup. And so this is just what I find works best for me and how this palette is a little bit more approachable for me. So again, you cannot complain with how beautiful the shimmers are in this palette. So now, similar thing to yesterday, I'm going to grab the same blending brush that I was using and just kind of gently blend this shimmer shade into the pink shade, the matte shade, and just make sure that all of that is kind of like fading into each other nicely, adding a little bit more pink to the look. All right, now I'm going to grab my brush for my lower lash line, same brush that I was using yesterday. It's the Luxie 121, and I'm grabbing the matte pink shade and really just blending this on the lower lash line. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara and I will be right back. All right, so this is the completed eye look with some mascara. Again, super simple, but I still love how well you can see the color and how beautiful it just looks on the lids, and it kind of brings like a little bit of like a youthful look to your face because it's such a bright, like fun, girly pink. So now I do want to apply a lip color. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you out. All right, so let's find a really nice lip color for this eye look. Okay, so I think I want to go with something a little bit more opaque today. I would love to just grab a gloss, but I'm gonna go ahead and actually use a liquid lipstick. This one is from Persona and it's in the shade Flamingo. It's just a pink matte liquid lipstick. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. All right, so this is the pink lip with the paired with the pink eye look. I did want to share the blush that I used. I did use this one from Essence. It's the Essence Mosaic Blush in the shade Berry Connection. So this is the blush that I used. I thought it paired pretty well with the eye look. My makeup is looking a little bit weird today, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm hoping that it's not the blush's fault because the blush just did not go on as nicely as I had hoped, but I really like the look. I think it's super feminine and really girly. I love that I have pink blush on, pink eyeshadow, and a pink liquid lipstick. So this is day 2 using the pink shadows and the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Pastel Dreams palette. So tomorrow I will definitely see you guys, and we just have a few more colors to play with. We have the mints, the peach, the purples, and the blues. So tomorrow I will see you guys back here and we will create look number 3. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go into look 3 using the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Pastel Dreams palette. Today, I'm really excited because I'm actually going to do 2 eye looks. So on one eye, I'm going to use the purples, and on the other eye, I'm going to use the blues. And I'm going to attempt to do a halo eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in and let's get started. All right, don't mind my hair. I slept with it wet, but I already primed my eyes. I used my Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Eden. So there is a little bit of pigment on my eyelids. And so I am going to go ahead and just kind of jump right on in. I'm gonna start with, let's just start with purple. So I'm gonna grab the matte purple in the palette called La La Land and start building this up into the crease. And I'm gonna be doing a halo eye. So I'm gonna start off with just the crease, and then I'm gonna move to a smaller brush to start building up like on the inner and outer corners. And again, just kind of stamping before blending back and forth. I am so ready to finish all of these looks so that I can start doing some fall looks, because I have just been itching to wear some fall makeup looks, but I'm almost done. It's partly why I'm doing 2 looks today, because there's a lot of looks and I really want to try to get this video up for you guys before it gets too into the fall season and you guys won't even be interested in seeing this video. So I've played with the purples before. I actually have a video on my channel where I'm wearing the purples, but I have not worn the blues yet. So I'm super excited to play around with the blue. Oh my gosh, no. No. I was about to go in on the other side with the purple. Okay, glad I stopped that. Okay, so I don't want to start on the blue eye look yet because I want to finish one look and then move on to the other one. So I'm grabbing, I absolutely love this brush for halo eye looks. So this is the Sigma small tapered blending brush, and it's the E45. So as you can see, it's a little bit more tapered, but it's smaller so that you're able to build it up on each corner, the outer corner and the inner corner. So I'm gonna start by dipping in again to that shade La La Land, and I'm gonna start just building this up on the outer corner and just blending it into the crease. All right, now going to bring the color in the inner corner. Now for my eyes in particular, it's really easy for this inner corner to start looking patchy. So I'm really just focusing on just placing the shadow and not so much on blending, because I can go in with my blending brush and just make sure that it's all blended together. And if there's shadow that gets on the center part, don't worry about it. It's totally okay. We're gonna go in with the shimmer shade anyways. So I like how I have that built up, and I'm sure you can see here that I have a blank space. So now I'm gonna go in with my NYX glitter primer, you guys already know, and I'm going to be placing this on the very center of my eyelid, which is where I'm going to be placing this shimmer shade. All right, so I went ahead and placed that glitter primer right here on the center, and now I'm going into the purple shimmer shade, which is called Lavender Sky. So it's this one right here, and placing this right in the center. And it is so, so beautiful. Love this shade. Okay, so I got quite a bit on my finger, so I'm having to kind of like switch fingers to make sure that I'm not going too far into either side. So now that I have that placed, I'm gonna go in again with my smaller brush. This is the Sigma E45, same brush I was using, and just kind of diffuse the edges. I'm not adding any more pigment, just kind of blending the shimmer shade with the matte shades together. And I really like the way that it looks. I think it's so, so pretty. Love it. Okay, so that is the purple look all complete. I think it looks so, so beautiful. So now I'm gonna go into the blues, and I'm so excited because, again, like I said, I have not played with the blues yet. Actually, before I do that, I do want to work on my lower lash line. So I'm going to go in with the matte purple shade called La La Land, and I'm just going to run this underneath my lower lash line. Now dipping into the blues. The matte blue shade is called Queen of the Clouds, and I'm going to do the exact same thing because I'm going to do a halo eye on the other eye as well. And I am just going to start working this into the crease. I have no idea how the blues perform, but if it's anything, if it's anything like the rest of the palette, I'm sure it performs very well. So now I'm taking, again, that Sigma E45 and grabbing that shade again, Queen of the Clouds, and doing the same thing, building this up on the outer corner. I think that looks good. For some reason, I'm not like super impressed with the blue as I thought I would be, but that's okay. I'm just adding more and blending. I'm gonna get into the shimmer because the shimmer shade, because I feel like that will really help with kind of getting the whole eye look pulled together. So again, my NYX glitter primer, and just placing this on the center of my eyelid. Now I'm going into the shade Peekaboo, which is this stunning blue shimmer shade, this one right here, and placing this just right on top of that glitter primer. Now I'm going back with my Sigma E45 and just kind of doing the same thing, just blending, adding a little bit more of the blue shade, because again, I feel like it's not as pigmented. It's a very, very light blue color. It's still really beautiful, but it's just not as pigmented as I initially thought it would be. Let me grab my lower lash line brush, and again, just dipping into the shade Queen of the Clouds, which is the matte blue, and running this on my lower lash line. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not 100% pleased with the blue eye look, but this is what the blue eye look looks like. And here are both of the looks. So, so pretty. I love the purple one, but I'm not like a huge fan of the blue. Maybe it's throwing me off because I've never used the blue before. And yeah, but now I'm gonna go in with my mascara. All right, so here is the eye look with some mascara. I need to separate these lashes. Okay. Now, I did want to go ahead and place this Too Faced highlighter in my inner corner. It's actually the highlighter that I'm wearing right now, and I do not know the name of these, so I'm so sorry, and I don't even know if they're available, but this is the shade that I'm going to wear. It is so stunning. It's one of my favorites, and I'm going to place this on my inner corner, and it's just so like reflective. Well, I don't know about reflective, but it's so like dimensional. Like it has so many different colors to it. So I felt that it would pair very nicely with these different eye looks. So that looks good. And then I'm super excited because I'm finally going to use this lilac color. This is the NYX, this is Milky Gloss. So it's a lip gloss, and I have the shade Lilac Splash. And I know that this is purple and I only have one purple eye look, but I really think that this will be sheer enough that it won't matter too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply only this on the lips. All right, and I think this lip paired really nicely with the eye look. So this is day 3 using the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Pastel Dreams palette. Today, as you can obviously see, I did play around with the purples and the blues. So all that's left is just the peach and the mint. So that's super exciting. I started off with the yellow look, and then I did a pink look. And then today I have the lilac and the blue on my eyes today. And I think the eye look is really fun. I absolutely love the purple look. I think the blue look is growing on me. But I think tomorrow I'm gonna do 2 looks using the mint and the peach. So I'm really excited about this, that next look. But I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I will go ahead and see you in the next look. Hi everyone. So I am going to be doing my last 2 looks using the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Pastel Dreams palette. The first day I did create a yellow look, the second day I created a pink look, and the third day I did purple and blue, and today I'm going to be doing the peach and the mint looks. So I'm super excited. I'm so sorry that I'm getting this up whenever it's fall, but I still hope that you will enjoy this, and I still just love this palette so much that I wanted to film this video for you guys, and I'm hoping that all of these looks that I've created will motivate you to you know, use this palette, or maybe feel a little bit less intimidated about the palette. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Okay, so of course I already did my face makeup, and I did prime using my Urban Decay primer potion in the shade Eden, so it does give a little bit of tint to the eyes. And like I said, today I'm going to be using the mint colors and the peach colors. So one eye I'll do mint and the other eye I'll do peach. I'm going to start with the mint shade. I've actually never played around with the peach or the mint in the palette. So I'm gonna grab the mint matte shade, and it's called Magic Mint, this one right here. And I'm gonna just start building this up into the crease. So again, I'm so sorry that this is going up during the fall season. I would have loved to have this up during the summer, but because I have so much more time right now, I figured I would go ahead and work on this video and upload it for you guys, because I want it to be on my channel. I want it to be a video that I did because I just love this palette so much, and I felt that I would be helping a lot of people, hopefully, with creating eye looks for this palette, because it is a little bit intimidating, especially if you're not used to playing around with color. So I hope that you guys can still find either entertainment in this palette, or in this video, or find that this video is actually beneficial to you because maybe you own the palette. So regardless, I'm still really excited to have created all of these different looks with the palette. All right, so I really like how that matte mint shade built up. I think it did a beautiful job. So now I'm just gonna go in with my NYX glitter glue and apply this all over the lid. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the mint shimmer shade. It's called Too High for this. Here is what that one looks like. It's super, super beautiful. I just love the shimmers in this palette. I feel like I've been saying that throughout this whole entire video. Here is what the shimmer shade looks like. And I'm just gonna take this directly from my finger and just apply it onto my eyelid. These are just so metallic and so blinding, so foiled, everything. Like, these shimmers are just so beautiful, and I feel like the mattes definitely separate this palette from other pastel palettes, because these pastel mattes perform so well, but something about the shimmers really, really set this palette apart for me also. And that's all I'm doing for this look. It's pretty simple. I am, of course, going to go back in with my blending brush and just very gently blend the shimmer shade and the matte shades together. But I just love that so much. I love mint as well. Mint and lilac are like one of my favorite ways to wear color. I just think that they're so, so cute. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same exact thing on the other eye, but instead I'm gonna be using the peach color. The peach matte shade in the palette is called Twinkle Twinkle. So it's this shade right here. And I am doing the same thing as I did with the mint look, and I'm just gonna start building this color into the crease. So same thing, going in with my NYX glitter primer and applying this all over the lid. Now I'm going into this absolutely stunning peach metallic shade called Peach for the Stars. It just looks so, so beautiful. Like, this one is such a beautiful shimmer. I love the lilac shimmer, but I feel like this one is gonna be so stunning. Here is what this one looks like, so beautiful. And just placing this on the lid. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply just like a little bit of some color to the lower lash line. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. So I'm gonna start with the matte mint shade and just start bringing this to the lower lash line. Okay, now I'm doing the same thing on the other eye, but with the peach matte shade. So this is the final look. I do want to do something a little bit fun. So this is a Stila liquid eyeshadow. It was part of like an older collection, the Little White Lies collection, and this is in the shade Mint Myth. And I kind of want to put a little bit of this on my inner corner. So here is what the shade looks like. It has like a mint type of reflect to it. And I kind of, like I said, just want to put a little bit in my inner corner. So that's what we are going to do. I hope it turns out okay. I definitely think it'll look super cute in the inner corner of the mint look. So it's very subtle. I don't know if you can see it. I actually just went in with my finger because it wasn't picking up. Ooh, yeah, that's super cute. Okay. Now I'm gonna do it on the other side. That is so pretty. I love it. I am so glad that I did that. Oh my gosh. It is such a beautiful inner corner shade. It's stunning. Okay. So now I'm going to apply some mascara off camera, and then I will go ahead and we will pick out a lip color. Okay, so here is the eye look with mascara. I think it looks so, so pretty. These two looks honestly might be my favorite looks that I've created this week. I just think that they look so like fresh and awake, and I absolutely love adding this like inner corner highlight. I think it's so pretty. So now let's choose a lip color. Okay, so I think this will look so perfect with the look. This is the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Champagne Mommy. I don't know if this is still available. I hope it is, because it is such a beautiful, beautiful gloss and gloss formula. Okay, so here's the final look. This is the final look using the Give Me Glow Cosmetics Pastel Dreams palette. I love this palette, and again, I'm sorry that this is going up during the fall season, but I still hope that you can find this video beneficial. I just love the palette so much. I think that it's super, super stunning. I will be sure to include like a close-up shot or photo of this palette and include swatches. But I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you can find it helpful. Also, if you are looking for a pastel palette, but maybe you haven't been sure about where to start, where to go, I highly recommend this one. I do. I mean, you saw how easy these eye looks were to put together. I will say I didn't love the blue as much, but I want to try them again one day and just kind of gather my thoughts on the blue. But I love the lilac color. I absolutely love the two looks that I came up with today. I think that they look so fresh and they make your eyes look more awake. But I love this one so much. Like I've been saying, I'm sorry if I've been annoying in this video, but I just wanted to have this video up for you guys. I wanted it up on my channel because I do enjoy this palette so much. And I think that all of the looks that I created are pretty easy to recreate at home on your own. And I also think that it makes this palette look a little bit less intimidating and a little bit more approachable. So I will be sure to, like I said, include a close-up shot of the palette as well as swatches, and I may or may not include like a photo compilation of all of the looks, but you will for sure obviously see all of the looks that I created. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I would love if you would give this video a thumbs up. It really does help out my channel, and also I would love for you to subscribe. It would mean a whole lot to me, and I would love for you to be a part of my YouTube channel family. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will go ahead and see you at my next video. Bye.